Hello, it's August 10th, 2020. I'm Whitney Gibson, and this is something to think about. On May 25th of this year, George Floyd was murdered by police on video, and the world erupted in protest. Although this was far from the first recording of its kind, it was a spark that reignited a conversation generations old. In the midst of a global pandemic, our attention glued firmly to our phones, the world stood up and demanded change, and for once, it seemed those demands might be met. Corporations were quick to align themselves with the Black Lives Matter movement, but online call-outs quickly followed. Black employees wanted to know, how can a company be on the right side of history if they aren't even on the right side of their staff? Why did it take a national outcry for these issues to be addressed? For many Black people, this initial outpouring of support from the very people who had caused harm felt deeply disingenuous. Still, even during the fallout, change was happening. In Los Angeles, we took to the streets, the phones, and Zoom meetings to air our frustrations, and it was working. The LAPD budget was slashed by $150 million. Was revolution finally upon us? Now, over 2 months since the uprising began, as I watch the news or scroll through social media, it seems it's back to business. So-called allies have quietly removed their black squares of solidarity and have returned to their usual content on Instagram. Multi-billion-dollar businesses that have made promises and donations alike continue to peddle their goods using the same old capitalistic formulas: cheap labor and wild profit over the safety and prosperity of their laborers. U.S. billionaires have made nearly $600 billion during the pandemic, while Black people continue to die from COVID-19 at an alarming, disproportionate rate. Donations and commitments to do better have done little to slow this trend. You're not alone if these facts make you want to cry, or scream, or pull out your hair. I implore you, however, to remember that the sit-ins of the civil rights movement lasted months. The Montgomery bus boycotts went on for over a year. The anti-apartheid struggle in South Africa took 80 years. I'm not advocating for patience, as patience is long gone. Ending the atrocity that is white supremacy is hundreds of years overdue. Instead, I ask you to summon your perseverance. Let us remember those who lived their whole lives without knowing the freedom we have now. It is our duty to rest, recharge, and then get back up and fight for the liberty they deserved but never received. Just as we are living our ancestors' wildest dreams, the work we do now will illuminate the path of future generations. We have to get this right. This has been something to think about. I'm Whitney Gibson. Thanks for watching.
Audio Jungle.